Hi guys, Yuri here again. Welcome to YBPlaysMusic. Today I'm going to react to Nightwish with the song How's the Heart. This was the only song on the album Human Nature from Nightwish that I have heard already beforehand. And this is the 6th track on their album. I have done the other 5 songs before this one already, so if you haven't seen those videos, definitely check them out. The links will be in the description down below. I have already reacted to the song Music, Noise, Shoemaker, Harvest and Pan. And now it's time for How's the Heart. The first version that I have seen and heard actually was the acoustic version on Planet Rock. And then afterwards I checked out the official album version. I like both for different reasons, but let's first check out the acoustic version because that was the first one that I heard myself first. Okay, oh yeah, this is only with Floor Jansen and Troy, with Floor doing the lead vocals and Troy doing the guitar, the acoustic guitar and the backing vocals. I was so moved by this version, I was almost shed to tears when I first saw this live version. So good. Let's check it out together. Here we go.
Planet Rock.
Planet Rock.
How's the Heart? The guitar play by Troy is excellent. So good here.
See a mother with no child,
Such a clear
meet a
voice.
stranger poor exiled. How's the heart while it still beats? Asks and no one, another John Doe.
I have goosebumps again.
Sorrow hides well in your shell, a fellow man with her to spare. Here I am to share the fear, an act of kindness without a name. And how's the heart underneath the silence?
This is so good.
How's the one drowning in the mire? Let us out to human pain. Come in, the fire's warm, burn the rope and add some more.
Okay, before we go on, this was the first chorus. The moment that Troy enters the backing vocals gives you chills, and the whole vibe throughout this one is very fragile. His guitar playing is so on point there. I see he also has 2 plectrums there on the head of his guitar, just as some spare ones, I believe. But the first time that I heard this was so emotional and so sensational as well, because it was also the first time that I see a live version that only has this acoustic feeling from Nightwish, right? The little decorative notes in there that he used on the guitar are just so swift and smooth. He can play so many instruments. I don't know how many he can play and what he actually can play, but I know there's a lot of instruments that he can play. And he sings. I mean, what else do you want? Keep going.
How's the heart underneath the silence? How's the one drowning in the mire? Let us out
So
to
clean.
human pain.
Clean voice.
Come in, the fire's warm, burn the rope and add some more.
Here, this part. Wait. There's a little faster part in there. Right here. So smooth, so smooth.
We met where the cliff greets the sea, shared a story, took the lead. A rose uprooted, hidden out, you know where.
Floor
You've been
voice,
there.
my God.
Now there's one who came from me, a child of light, another tale. Dear one, night will come but not to stay. Oh, why?
Such a nice
the
phrase in
answer's
there.
in the how's the heart underneath the silence. How's the one drowning in the mind?
Okay, I will return so that we can hear the transition to the next part. Troy's backing vocal is not complex whatsoever, but it's just enough and it's just fitting for this part. It's just supporting Floor's voice perfectly together with the guitar. So good. And Floor's voice is just sensational. It's always so good. Always. And this is more fragile than we used to hear her sing on stage with the whole band, of course. Like, if it's acoustic, you hear a lot more details in the voice.
Sound, human pain. Come in, the fire's warm. Burn the rope and then some more.
Such a nice change.
Fly towards the calm. Fly utterly lost towards a beating heart. A beating heart. How is the heart underneath the silence?
The changes.
Drowning in the mire. Let us sound a human pain. Come on in, the fire's warm. How is the heart underneath the silence? How's the warm? Drowning in the mire. Let us sound a human pain. Come on in, the fire's warm. How's the heart?
So she starts alone. Troy enters.
How's the warm?
So nice.
Drowning in the mire. Let us sound human pain. Come on in. How's the heart underneath the silence?
So incredible. My God.
Drowning in the mire. Let us sound human pain. Come in, the fire's warm. By the rope and then some. How's the heart?
So
How's
good.
the heart? Drowning in the mire. Let us sound human pain. Come in, the fire's warm. By the rope and then some more.
My God, that's so good. That's so good. That part is just incredible. The first time that I heard this version, I was blown away at that point. Like, the whole song already was so emotional. But at that point, when they came from that lower intensity part, the bridge in there, then they went over to the climax. That was just incredible. And then there's a little variation in the second time that she thinks, how's the heart underneath the silence? The second time that she does that, there's a little variation. How's the heart? It's a little different than the first time, but it's so sensational the way she sings it. And then just at the last part, from that high climax to go that fast and fittingly to that low intensity and very softly in like a matter of 5 seconds, that is just incredible. And I've seen her do that in different live performances as well. For example, I think at some moment in Storytime in Wacken, that she also was able in such a short amount of time to go from a very strong, powerful section in the song to a very soft part in a matter of a couple of seconds. Incredible. Let's just hear that last part again and then go over to the album version.
Drowning in the mire, let us sound a human pain. Come on in, the fire's warm.
Hear the soft bridge.
How's the heart?
I mean, it's a chorus.
Underneath the silence.
I love the whispering there.
Warm, drowning in the mire, let us sound.
Very comfortable feeling here.
Come on in.
Now.
How's the heart underneath the silence? How's the warm, drowning in the mire?
use her mouth for those powerful notes.
Come in the fire's warm by the rope and then some house
Man, such a wide mouth.
Drowning in the mire, let us all together band. Come in the fire's warm by the rope and then some more.
And I love that they both end on a smile there. That's lovely. I know Floor has a very big mouth when she opens it so widely, but it's necessary to get those strong and powerful notes out like she does. Man, that's such a good version as well. If I had to choose a version that I love more between that one and the official album version, I would say the live acoustic version, but there are certain aspects of the album version that I like more because it's harder to do live, let's say. Let's listen to the official version. Here we go. We first hear the heartbeat there. And the same cymbal here, like always.
We see a mother with no child. We meet a stranger, poor exile. How's the heart while it still beats? As to no one, another John Doe.
Okay, I actually don't know who John Doe is. If you guys know, let me know in the comment section down below. Now, what is very interesting with the acoustic version compared to this one is like the melody in the beginning. In the acoustic version, when Troy is playing the guitar, it's almost like he plays the same melody kind of, but half tempo. It's very interesting, but it's a similar melody, right? I don't know if you have noticed that in this song, but it's very, very interesting if you listen to that.
As to no one, another John Doe. Sorrow hides well in your shell. A fellow man with her to spare. Dear one, here I am to share the fear, an act of kindness without a name and holds the heart underneath the silence. Holds the one drowning in the fire. Let us sound the human being. Come in the fire's warm, burn the rope and then some more.
Again, I love these instruments for the melody in here. I assume it's Troy again. But here the melody is faster, right? Than the acoustic version.
We met where the cliff greets the sea.
Very fitting visual.
Shared a story, took the lead. Rose up prudent head and note. You know where you've been there. Now there's one who came from me, a child of light, another tale. Dear one, night will come but not to stay. Oh, why? The answer's in the holds the heart underneath the silence. Holds the one drowning in the fire. Let us sound a human being. Come in the fire's warm, burn the rope and then some more.
There's a change.
Shall we survive towards the cold? Triumphs are being lost to earth.
Goes to major.
Beating heart, a beating heart.
also like the visuals in here of the beating heart that is working like a clock almost, right? But what I was about to say, that the song, until the changes here, until the bridge, musically isn't too complex, right? The chord progression is not too complex, it's pretty standard. But it's easy to listen to, and then then there's a change. It's even not that complex, but then it builds up, like Nightwish always does. Like they build up and they put a lot of variation in the song. So that's what we're gonna hear right now. Let's go. Love the guitar here, the accents. Yeah, also the background vocals entering here. That's a nice part, come on. This is so nice.
Drowning in the mire, let us sound human pain. Come in the fire's warm, burn the rope and dance some more.
And specifically that last part is what sold me on this version. That last a cappella part that they have between Troy, Marco and Floor is just incredible. So it's basically Floor starting off that last part. I don't know, it's probably not alone, but then I don't know who it is who does the very low part, but Marco or Troy enter for the backing vocals, which is very nice, and then somebody drops down at like a bass level voice, and I have never heard somebody from Nightwish sing that low, so I was very surprised the first time that I heard this. I was like, what? That was just crazy to me, so let's check that last part out again. Oh, so the backing vocals first start with humming. They have a different melody and a different rhythm, but they're humming at that point. Then somebody enters with the same words as Floor, and then the third one comes in with a very low part. Let's listen to that again. The humming. Somebody comes in, and the third one. That is so nice. Beautiful, beautiful.
Come in the fire's warm, burn the rope and dance some more.
More. This is like more but an octave lower. I can't even reach that. It's just incredibly low. My God. The song itself and the lyrics, I assume it has something to do with your conscience. How good are you as a person? Do you care for people? Do you help people? What are your intentions and such? Following your heart is like doing the right thing. What all the lines separately mean, I don't know about that, but I think it's somewhere along the lines of that. If there is some more important backstory behind this, guys, let me know in the comment section below. I will definitely read it and inform myself about that, right? So guys, let's see. This was the 6th track on their album. The next song in line is Procession. I don't know anything about this song. I haven't seen or heard this. Neither do I know what is typical about this song. But I assume I better do some research beforehand so that I know a little bit about the song before I react to it, right? Still 3 songs from the first CD to go, and then hopefully I can do a live stream for the second CD, right? Guys, I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this one. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. Also, don't forget to check out my other Nightwish reactions. And of course, I have some other reactions as well to other bands, other artists, singers, musicians, and such. I also have music videos and tutorials for you guys to check out. So thank you very much, and see you guys next time. Bye. So if you haven't seen those songs, because I just gives your and so it's a lot more. There she go. Oh man. And actually, because it's impossible to do them, or it's, though I have heard the song before, I actually don't know who John the, and they've varied the, and they, so the backing, I assume it had because how your heart consciousness, doing the right thing, following your conscience. I also have reaction